Hello everyone and welcome to a Football Manager 2018 experiment video. So, today we're going to be looking at Gareth Bale to Manchester United. Manchester United have been linked to Gareth Bale since the day he was born, pretty much. Now, he's left Real Madrid, he's come to Manchester United, he's won pretty much everything for Real Madrid. He's pleased to have joined Man United. He's pretty good, isn't he? He's on like 475 grand a week. I did actually want to move him for a fee. I did want to do it for 155 million, but it wouldn't let me. So he's gone for free, because that makes perfect sense. So he's won a lot around Madrid. His injuries have really saddled his career. But is it United now? It's a fresh start. We've got the editor on, so he won't be injured. While we do this little experiment, see how we get on. Just a quick note, like that this does not get used. The editor doesn't get used. Just as a little before you screw me over and shame me, it doesn't get used. Okay, God. Anyway, Gareth Bale, he's at Manchester United. He's ready to go. In the friendlies, he scored a lot of goals. He scored in the win against Bayern. We won 5-1. Jesus. And then he scored in the 5-0 win at Eastern. And then he didn't do anything against Kitchi. He scored against Eibar. And he scored against Alcorcon. Yeah, sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip forward a few months, maybe a month at a time, and have a look at how his career is developing at Manchester United. So let's go to about a month's time. Let's see how he's getting on, how his start to his career has gotten on. Okay, so we've played up to the 9th of October, and Gareth Bale has had a very mixed start to his career. He's played 7 games in the league and only scored 1 goal, 2 assists, all appearances, 11, and 4 goals. So it needs to improve, but Man United at the minute are 6th, 4 wins, a draw, so 2 losses there. Group stage of the Champions League is going very well. Let's have a look at how many goals he scored. So a defeat to Arsenal, a win against Celtic. He scored against Bournemouth. It looks like we've lost to some big teams here. Beat those. Gareth Bale scores a hat-trick against Besiktas. Beat Watford, lost to Tottenham. It looks like he hasn't had the best start to his career at Man United. I don't know if he's been injured. I don't think he has. He's on international duty. I think he's played every game. He's played nearly every game, and it just hasn't quite been there. So maybe putting him in a more attacking role, maybe in the cam role, might suit him. But what we're going to do now, we're going to come back at the end of the season to see if he's had a bit more of an improvement. So we're going to come back in May. See you guys in a minute. Okay, so one of the more surprising things that happened at the end of the season was that Gareth Bale scored in the Champions League final to win us to win us the Champions League. We are European champions. Yes, we are. We are European champions. Well, we're not. United are. I don't really claim any credit for the Champions League win. Anyway, Bale scored in the final before Anthony Martial scored, but that's not the main reason that we're here. We're here to look at Gareth Bale's first season at Manchester United. So obviously, he's a European champion again. Came 5th in the league, 20 wins, 65 points, 6 behind Arsenal. It's not the best, but on the back of it, he didn't have too bad of a season. Played the majority of his games on the left wing. He did play some games at cam, but his career stats, 7 goals and 6 assists in 35 games. He got the same amount of goals in much fewer games, 16 games less for Real Madrid, but obviously he was playing in a much better team in Spain. But overall, 12 goals, 7 assists in 51 games. He took us to the final, really. Let's have a look through some of the games. I mean, the form's been really patchy. It's been really inconsistent. Obviously, he did score in the final. Well, let's just have a quick look to see who he scored. He scored in a 2-0 win at West Brom. Did he get any big goals? Did he get any really major goals? Did he score? He didn't score against Rome. What about the first leg at PSG? No. Sanchez scored a lot of goals for United this season. It looks like Bale had a season where he went big periods without any goals. Yeah, he really did, didn't he? Quite a few assists. Oh, he's got 2 against Newcastle there. Sanchez scores twice against Tottenham. But it looks like the bigger games, he kind of didn't really do too much. Like, he scored against West Brom. Who else has he scored against? Everton. Stoke. Yeah, I mean, winning goal against Bayern Munich. But other than that, it looks like in the bigger games, he didn't really show up. Which is a little bit sad. Bournemouth, yeah, the biggest game he scored in, the only big game he scored in, was Bayern Munich. Sort of a few against Besiktas. But it looks like he's had a quiet season, but not unimpressive. A Champions League winner, scores in the final. He scored in a few of the nitty-gritty games. But, I mean, it could have been better. It could have been better for Gareth Bale. Maybe in a season or two, he might he might rediscover his Tottenham form. But who knows? First season at Man United, unimpressive, but not unimpressive, but not unimpressive. That's what I'm going to say. Champions League winner. What more can you ask for? That's it for this experiment. Give us a comment down below on what we should do next, maybe, and I'll see if I can do it.